In almost 4 decades, no Legend of Zelda game has sold faster than Nintendo's latest release, Tears of the Kingdom.
You can make the argument that the Legend of Zelda series might be the most important video game series in the medium.
Zelda players expect each new game to have brilliant gameplay and beautiful graphics, but Zelda's success also lies in a surprising aspect of the game's design. Zelda is a world of progressive gender representation. Gene Park, a video game reporter for The Washington Post, explains why.
Nintendo, to its credit, has always been really about appealing to all kinds of ages and all gender types, right? There's many 60-year-old women who remember playing the game back in the 80s.
The Zelda franchise spans 29 games and has made Nintendo over $3.4 billion. All the while, it's avoided traditional gender stereotypes common in video game media, games that are typically designed to appeal to young men. Young men are gaming's most active and largest demographic.
Zelda's different in that, first of all, you just have to start with the fact that Link is supposed to be gender neutral.
That's video game reporter Ash Parrish from The Verge. Link's gender-neutral appearance is on purpose, according to longtime Zelda producer Eiji Aonuma. Aonuma said in a 2016 interview with Time magazine that Link is meant to be a blank slate for the player.
He's kind of this silent protagonist, and the idea for him is you're supposed to project your own feelings onto him.
Parrish says this resonates with the LGBTQ+ gamer community.
Link is very much a transgender icon. Like, there's a notion in the transgender community of egg cracking, where you see little things that kind of make you realize things about yourself and make you see yourself in this different light, and you realize things that you maybe didn't realize about yourself before in relationships to your gender. And Link has kind of become that kind of avatar for players.
There's also the massive confusion. The game is called Legend of Zelda, but the main character's name is Link. So a lot of people confuse, Link for Zelda. So there's that. And I think that's something that Nintendo embraces and encourages too.
Zelda games break down gender stereotypes, not just through character development, but also through storytelling. Link is often tasked with saving the Princess Zelda, going on quests to restore the kingdom she rules over. But Zelda's character is more complicated than a stereotypical damsel in distress.
In times in her past, whether it be Wind Waker when she was the pirate Tetra, or in Ocarina of Time when she dons like a ninja mask and walks around as this male persona Sheik, this ninja character, she also has a bit of gender fluidity about her that people can recognize and see themselves in.
Parrish says Zelda's formula for representation goes beyond gender.
Having this kind of huge game that touches a lot of people, that is taking this stance with how it portrays its main characters in this kind of gender neutral kind of way, while having on top of that other characters that run the gamut of size and, representations of people of color. It's really, really neat to see that they're giving these millions of players opportunities to see themselves in big and small ways.
It's this mutual recognition between the game developers and players that invigorates longtime fans while courting new ones. Park with The Washington Post says that's why Zelda games feel fresh with each iteration.
The thing about a Zelda game that really gives you the agency to be able to make your own decisions and solve puzzles your own way, or kind of create your own story, that kind of experience really weaves into your memory. It becomes not just a game that you play, but it becomes an actual memory in your life. And that's what's most fascinating about these games.
A memory I have too. When I was a kid, I played the original 1987 Zelda game with my mom, and it still holds up decades later, at least in our memories. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Casey Kuhn.